alert. Palace sent serious warning message to Charlene as she supported Harry over Meghan leak drama. Princess Charlene of Monaco supported Prince Harry at a day out just days after news of his relationship with Meghan Markle was leaked, unearthed pictures show. The princess, 43, who is married to Monaco's sovereign, Prince Albert II, has undergone health difficulties in recent weeks. Earlier this month, Charlene had said she was happy after returning to Monaco from a 6-month stay in South Africa. However, soon after arriving back in Monaco, the royal announced she was pulling out of the Principality's National Day festivities on November 19 due to profound general fatigue. Charlene had received multiple corrective surgeries after suffering an ear, nose, and throat infection. The princess was emotionally and physically exhausted and is now receiving treatment in a facility outside of Monaco, Albert has confirmed. As Charlene goes through her own tough time, unearthed pictures show how she once provided support to Prince Harry during a testing period for the Duke of Sussex. The royal accompanied Harry to an England vs South Africa rugby match at Twickenham Stadium in 2016. Their joint appearance at the game came less than 2 weeks after Harry's relationship to Meghan had been leaked. Harry had been expected to bring Meghan to the match for the couple's first public appearance but instead went with Charlene, who represented South Africa's Olympic swimming team at the 2000 Games in Sydney. Harry had also just released an unprecedented statement acknowledging his relationship with Meghan and accusing the media of crossing a line with his girlfriend. A statement put out by Harry's communications chief said he was worried about Meghan's safety. It claimed she had been subjected to a smear on the front page of a national newspaper, the racial undertones of comment pieces, and the outright sexism and racism of social media trolls and web article comments. The statement also claimed that photographers had tried to illegally gain entry to Meghan's home and that newspapers had offered bribes to her ex-boyfriend. Harry called on the sections of the media he said were responsible to pause and reflect before any further damage is done. At the match, the Duke and Charlene were pictured smiling as they stood together in one of the stands. Prior to the game, Harry visited the Rose and Poppy Gates at the ground, which are dedicated to rugby players who have served and lost their lives in conflicts. He stepped down from the patronages of the organizations earlier this year as it was confirmed that he and Meghan would not return to the royal family as working royals. This week, the situation around Charlene's health was explained in greater detail by Albert. The first episode of The Princes and the Press, screened tonight, included an interview with author Omid Scobie, who it was revealed was briefed by Meghan, 40, and Harry, 37, for his book Finding Freedom. The documentary alleged leaks to the press about Meghan's bad behavior towards staff came from other royal households shortly after the wedding in 2018. Scobie alleged, "There has been a lot of rumors for some time that a lot of the most damaging and negative stories about Harry and Meghan, that have ended up in the pages of the press, have come from the other royal households or from other royal aides or courtiers. From my own experience that is true. But Peter Hunt, former BBC royal correspondent, said, that did not happen the chunk of the time I was doing the royal family. You have to assume that they would have only done it if they had the approval of their principal, royal family member." A senior royal source told, "William was clear from the start we were never to brief and never to say anything about anyone in the other households. He'd lived through that in the 90s with his parents in the War of the Waleses and doesn't ever want it happening again. He's in a much better place, with the press, than his brother." Aides for Princess Diana and Prince Charles had a bitter public spat during their breakup and divorce.